Yeah, we are on page 250, talking about the laws of grinding. We finished Borer, Baruch Hashem. We are now on laws of Tohen. And we spoke about, quickly in the morning, we'll do a quick review together, that there is two categories of things that you grinding. One category, things that they are edible the way they are, as is, you can eat. You're just grinding it to make it nicer, easier to eat. But it's edible the way they are. Example, tomato. Tomato, I can take and eat the way it is. I don't have to grind it in order to eat it. However, there's another category called selek, called beets, svikla. This one is very hard. If I give you a complete svikla, it's usually very hard. I mean, that's the way Shulchan Aruch says it, that it's very hard to eat the way it is. In order to eat it, you'll need to make it small if you want to eat it raw. So if a person is grinding the selek, the beets, is 100% violating the rules of Shabbat.
So it has to be two conditions over there?
100%. So in order to grind it, says, hold on, we have another machloket. This machloket is clear? This category and that category. Clear, right?
So over here is no any violation.
Hold on about violation. Padaji, let me speak.
Tomato that you can eat is not any violation.
No, it's machloket.
Also machloket.
Yeah. Because of this machloket, Rav Yosef says, I'll propose to you another machloket. And with that, gonna be more lenient. Rambam writes, if a person wants to grind peppers on Shabbat, he's allowed to do that. But he requires to do with the back of the knife and in Hebrew, vav, bukva vav, and into a bowl. Back in the day, people used to grind peppers with a mortar. Yeah? Pestle and
You're
mortar.
talking about black pepper or
Black pepper. People used to grind it
So everybody doing over there.
with that. So they used to have that pistol, that I said, that thing. Pistol, I think so, right? Pistol and a mortar. So a morakando of that mortar, it's a place that meant for grinding. So the Rambam says, if you want on Shabbat to grind the pepper, you need to make with the back of the knife, not with the knife, with the back of the knife, make a change, shinui, and do it into a bowl.
Different bowl.
Not mortar.
Not designated for.
So it comes.
So you're changing.
That's the statement of the
completely
Rambam.
Changing everything.
That's the statement of the Rambam. So far, so good. Yaakov, slowly looking at you step by step. Clear? Clear, very good. Bezanam goyim kiliram fama. Называется Хагак. So everybody will get it clear. Comes the Bet Yosef and says, listen, the Rambam says ve. The back of the knife, ve, and ke'ara, bowl. So Bet Yosef says the Rambam requires two changes. Good? Comes Magen Avraham says, no. That ve, in Hebrew you can read ve, you can read u. This, u, this. U could be meant as o, or in English. So either the back of the knife, it's
or
one
bowl.
change, or change, do it a regular tool,
But
professionally, whatever you want, but change the way where it goes to. Because when you grind, you take the pistol and you take the bowl, the mortar, in English. So there's two things that you do in order to grind, the regular way. So on Shabbat, make one change. Either this change, either the bowl change. Good? Comes at Magen Avraham. Comes Rav Yosef says, listen, what's going to be bottom line? What's the bottom line? Says the Rav Yosef, if you'll make a combination of two leniencies, two sfekot, you could be lenient. Right. Example, if a person taking right now tomatoes.
But these people you can eat also.
Nachon?
There's no any issue.
Nachon? You're correct. If you'll take right now tomato, can you eat tomato the way it is?
Yes.
Yeah. So according to some opinions, we said there's two categories according to them.
No,
Hold on,
Yeah,
forget about
completely.
pepper. I don't want to comment on the pepper right now.
I like to eat it.
Said you likes it. It doesn't. It's not my. I don't want to comment on it. It's not my point right now. My point is the tomato right now. I take right now tomato on Shabbat morning, 100% Shabbat, and I want to grind it with a chorka, grater, in English.
Use
So, tomato belongs to which category? To the beets category or to the tomato category? Edible the way it is, or you need to be grind to eat it? So edible the way it is. So if it is edible the way it is, according to some opinions, the laws of tohen, grinding, does not apply to that altogether. Listen, Rabbi, it's machloket. Some say there is no categories. You make something big, small, you violate Shabbat. You're right. But if I make one change, I have Magen Avraham to rely on. Magen Avraham said, either the back of the knife, as Nachai, change the tool you grind with, either change where it goes to, which is the bowl. But listen, Bet Yosef said you need two changes. You're right. But Bet Yosef said two changes into things that not necessarily eaten the way they are. You need to grind it in order to eat it. Most people will grind it. Some people will eat the way they are. Some people also eat beets the way they are. But we're not talking about how some people will do. We talk what majority of the people. What majority of the people eat black pepper complete?
No.
Huh? Black pepper. Majority of the world. Some people will, but majority of the world will not. We always see ground pepper, black pepper, that it's very like powder. נכון? בלשסטו נראות, ככושת את pepper, black pepper. When it is ground. נכון? So therefore, says the Beit Yosef, you need two changes. Because people don't eat it the way they are, the way it is. It belongs to the beets category. You want to grind it on Shabbat, you need to have the back of the knife, which is one change, and to a bowl and not into a mortar. Regular bowl. Good? However, what if it is not a black pepper, Yaakov? What if it is tomato? Very practical. Babulia wants to make chorka for the shredded tomatoes, называется, right?
Only one change.
If she'll make one change, will be no problem. Tell us what could be a change. The chorka itself, she wants. She's not going to make it with something else. She wants that too.
Yeah,
But what could be
she
another
can
change?
Direction. She can change direction.
Either change direction or either change.
Or plate.
It's a ball.
Change the body. If it would be regular day, where would you put the tomato
On the
grater? אני חוזר בשבילך.
I'm שומע.
Where would you put the tomato grater?
The ball.
Regular day, Shabbat. Where would you Babuda put it?
Tomato.
In a bowl.
Tomato
Uh-huh.
anyway is in a bowl. It's not on the kli
Mortar.
itself. Yeah.
נכון?
It's not in.
Where would, if it would be regular day, Sunday, Monday, where would
gonna be in a
Babulia
bowl.
needs right now to make grater tomato shredder?
Each bowl. Whatever.
Where she's going to put it into a bowl.
In a bowl.
נכון? So that's the usual way. Shabbat, Bechorjon, you have to make a change.
Put it
Don't
on the
put it
food.
on the regular way. Put it there.
On the food.
On the food is definitely allowed. We're
hold
talking
on,
about
Rabbi.
not in the food.
Rabbi, this is not
plate.
always.
Into a
Rabbi,
plate.
is always not always in the same kli can be. Once you can take it the plate, like a bowl. Once you can take it the bowl for the tomato.
Yeah.
I'm
But you're talking about
my
regular.
experience.
Talking about regular day.
Yeah, regularly. I'm talking about my whatever I'm seeing, whatever is using for. If it is one tomato, I'm gonna take the plate. If this is 2, 3, I'm gonna take bowl. If I don't have bowl, I'm gonna take plate.
Very good.
So it's not one specific kind that can be used for only tomato.
Okay. So Haggai is saying, Rabbi, I have experience in the kitchen more than anybody. And I'm telling you that not everybody using the tomato into a bowl. Some people put it in the regular plate on regular day. So by you putting that plate on Shabbat, you didn't make a change.
Yeah.
The grater is the regular way, and the plate is the regular way. That's the way to do it on Sunday, Monday. That's Haggai's claim. It's a valid claim.
So do a grater instead of from up to bottom.
So you got to make another change.
Bottom to up.
Now we learned what could be another change.
But over there, when the grater, you have the knife is going like this way, right? So when you're going up down, it's like different way. It's not
Uh-huh.
going to
So
the.
that could be another way, a change, changing the direction.
But bottom line, you're saying this is mutar, is not any violation.
Bechor, I think you don't have mazal when you make chai yourself. You need to have chai to be made for you.
Rabbi,
I mean, Shmoku Bechor, king. When the king serves himself, doesn't come out good. Always feels.
So, bottom line,
Top, yeah, let's go, Rabotai.
bottom line,
So that's a bottom line. A person is allowed
what
to.
Yosef says is not any issue, it's not any violation to take the tomato and ground on the whatever you want to clean. Or you have to do one change.
Make one change.
since it's machlok.
One change is mandatory.
And what about
Mandatory.
what about the pre or
It's machloket. Because really we said it's not even grinding for tomato, but it's machloket, so that's why we're trying to...
We're trying to cover all opinions. Make safek sfeka.
Right.
Got it?
what about the fruits or vegetable that not edible as is?
Hmm?
How many changes you have to do?
What you said, sorry?
Like beets.
Beets, 2 changes.
You have to do two changes.
Yeah.
And how are you gonna do? You're gonna
So
put
you
on
cannot.
on the table.
Yeah, what can you do? Or you can put a bowl or a plate on the chair. That's not the usual way of doing things. Grind it on the chair.
It's not Noach.
Huh?
You're suffering.
Well, what can you do?
Suffering.
Listen, Rabotai, all these things are emergency situations. You know, you're not supposed to weigh the tomato on Shabbat, rely on safek sfeka, make the beets on Shabbat. You're not supposed to do that.
This is not. This is not the.
For Shabbat.
Supposed to do it before.
There's not-
Stala, Rabbi Joe, Kunam. Happened. I need right now the tomato shredder. The other one that I prepared before Shabbat spilled.
Rabbis can happen.
Or he finished.
Many times.
I need more right now.
In the restaurant.
Oh. Where did you say bracha bechor?
Right here.
Under the same roof.
Did you drink? Good. When you said bracha, did you have in mind to drink second cup or no? How many cups you drink every night? Once or 2? That's it? So then you need to say another bracha on this one.
Why? It's the same room and he had from the first
Yeah, it's the
cup.
same room. How?
He had.
Because it's spilled. It's spilled.
Yeah, but he
You
drank.
always drink 1 cup.
Okay, but he had a sip. He's
Right.
connected to that.
Ask you a question. Bechor had a chai in front of him. Yeah? He said shakol. He finished this chai.
Get a sip.
Then somebody else comes to serve the king Bechor with a second cup.
Okay, of the same.
Is Bechor going to say second shakol or no?
No.
Of course yes.
Why?
Because every time when Bechor comes here, I asked him, do you drink every night 1 cup or 2 cups?
Why you second? Why you say shakol?
So the answer is,
He didn't leave the room.
when you say shakol, is as he knows, I'm only drinking 1 cup. And that 1 cup was limited, the bracha was limited to 1 cup.
So if he
If Bechor says, sometimes I drink 1, sometimes I drink 2,
Then no.
so then it's not limited, kavanah. But because I asked him, Bechor, are you drinking every night 1 or 2? He said, always 1.
Если королю еще один принесут, я не откажусь.
Beseder, but what do you do every time?
One cup.
That's it.
So if
So when
you-
you say shakol, you had intention 1 cup, tamam.
So if he ate 1 apple and then somebody brought him another apple, he gonna say another bracha?
What was your kavanah? To eat 2 apples? When you say bracha borei peri ha'etz on that first apple, what was your kavanah?
Okay, but what if he wants something else?
But hold on.
Did you have in mind? No, you're saying right now something else. You're
Like,
changing a
like
question.
He wants the orange after that.
No, it's another question. First question was somebody else brought you another apple. So when you said bracha borei peri ha'etz on the apple, do you eat usually 2 apples?
No, but
No, always eat just 1 apple.
No, but sometimes you don't know if you want to have another apple or the other apple is gonna be accessible.
Okay, so you have a doubt. If you have a doubt, don't make bracha on the second apple because safek
What
brachot.
about the?
okay.
What about the?
But hold on, I didn't finish where you've been. But if it is 1 apple, and that's what you usually have, and you don't have in mind to eat on the second apple, then you will need to say another bracha on the second apple. But if you said bracha on the first apple, and then you finish the apple, and then you went to the kitchen, oh, there is a beautiful orange. Now vitamin C is needed. And he goes to the vitamin C. Is he going to say another borei peri or no? He didn't think about the orange when he said bracha borei peri on the apple. What's halacha? You always only eat 1 apple, or sometimes you eat other fruits also. How do you behave? Sometimes I eat other fruits also. So since you have that sometimes in the mind, the bracha could be cover the orange, because sometimes you do that. So because of that, halacha says safek brachot. Okay. Okay, Rabotai. Now I don't want out of what about. I want to continue our file. Let's go back to us. Oh, shalom, Izi Rabotai, please behave now.
Вот 10.
Okay, number 251.
Beets, if you
2 changes.
you have to do 2
Must.
changes. If you didn't do,
You mechalel Shabbat.
Mechalel
Tochen.
Shabbat. So it's practical in the kitchen.
Very practical.
Many times that they're doing something. Oh, we forgot to do the tomato for eggs.
Yeah.
Sometimes it get in the refrigerator, it gets spoiled. That's it.
Spoiled.
Spoiled. You need to throw this one.
נכון.
What are you gonna do? You cannot turn on the machine.
נכון.
I mean, you cannot ask the goy also.
נכון.
If goy gonna think, okay.
No, go you could. Not apology. Go
Yeah,
you could.
How you gonna tell him to do the tomato?
Yeah.
So you gonna
Because
you gonna
remember-
turn on the machine and doing.
Yeah. Because remember, grinding tomato is 100% not allowed or is debatable.
It's machlokes.
Debatable.
Debatable because some say that something I can eat the way it is, the laws of Tohen
So
doesn't
he-
apply
he
to
can
that.
turn on the machine to
Let
do.
me finish. If I have the machine, the tomato, it's debatable if the laws of Tohen applies to that or not. For me, I'm a Jewish. I have to take the strict side. Safek the oraita, the chumra. That's why I cannot grind the tomato without any changes. I need to make one change. But that's for me, for Jewish. But when I tell the goy, the debate is on the goy level. It's a safek on the rabbanan, the debate. Safek the rabbanan, lekula. Now the goy could have grinded with a grater, chorka, or he could have turned the machine. It's like I told the goy wash the dishes, and he chose to turn on the dishwasher. It's not up to me. He, for his benefit, decide to turn on the machine. Same thing with the grinder. He, for his benefit. Huh?
You don't give him the choice.
Huh?
Because yesterday you said, if you remember the show of yesterday, you said you put it inside the machine.
No, but there was a question of a timer.
Timer.
Here is asking the goy is going to turn on directly.
It was
No
a
timer.
Timer.
So what is the conversation with the timer? Are you allowed to do
I didn't come to a conclusion yet. I'm still,
Oh, you didn't get
yeah. Yeah, you could. You listen to the recording, yeah. If you make one change, no problem. Huh?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
this.
So basic.
Play it. Yeah.
So
Okay,
basically
back to
what
us.
we learned all the time. Like guys, I gave you the example with the plata on Shabbat when he's on timer and you put the soup on it.
Yeah.
Same thing applied to that tomato that you put and is a timer that turning it on.
No, but we explained to you
It's the
yesterday.
electric that's bishul.
No, we said that by the soup there is a machloket whether or not the cooking applies to that altogether. Maybe.
So over here you have an option all to eat it all.
Oh, for tomatoes, yeah. But the question was not a tomato. The question was the
Period.
no.
The wheat.
The machine turns on. It making the machine turn on and grind that thing. But Enachinami, we spoke about that yesterday.
Grama.
If Jesse, you will listen yesterday's shiur, it's posted already. You can listen to yesterday's shiur. That we add that into the equation. That since you're dealing with a tomato, and tomato, some said the laws of Tochen doesn't apply to it altogether. So now we have more reason to be lenient.
But you're still not so sure that it's allowed.
When I say allowed, I'm on, especially on camera. I have to have so sure because this thing can go who knows to where.
Like, wow. Oh, עם המ"פ ביום כיפור.
Right?
איזה בלגן
Yeah,
עשה לנו.
yeah. That's why some rabbis don't like to be recorded because they say something in shiur. That's it. They take it, boom. They use against them. So I'm very careful whenever I say something, especially on camera.
ההוא עם המ"פ בכיפור. איזה בלגן עשה לנו זה.
Okay. Now back to us, Rabotai. Please
One-
let me
one more
allow it.
question. One
No,
more
we didn't
question.
continue.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You teaching your goy, he not allowed to do anything. So he knows that he's strict. Because if he gonna do something right and wrong, he's gonna not getting the salary or something like that. So now on Saturday you need to do the tomato, and he knows that he cannot turn on the machine to do because I mean how you can tell him direct go do whatever you want. I need to now to this tomato.
You can tell him you have an option this, option that, do whatever you want. You have the great chorka here, you have the grater here. You want to do it with the hand, do it. You want to do the machine, do it. Whatever you want to do, you can do. You choose.
You can tell him that.
Yeah, you choose.
You choose.
Same thing with the dishes. I told the guy, wash the dishes. Oh, so much dishes. Listen, there is a machine there. If you want, you can use that. But it's up to you. You can wash by hand or the machine. That's
But
it.
he's gonna ask you about Shabbat. You know Shabbat, and I'm not allowed.
So tell him, I already explained to you. You can do in this case whatever you want in this case.
I understand. Okay.
Okay, back to us. 251. Bechor, are we allowed to crush salt on Shabbat? Salt.
So,
Can you crush that on Shabbat
This,
or no?
with this or with this?
With a special tool, what that they sell. Tako jest solnica, čach, fresh salt.
You told us not allowed.
Allowed or no?
No, you told us not allowed.
It should be the same thing as the pepper. No?
should be two changes.
Is salt edible the way it is or no?
Yes.
Yes. So it's like the tomato.
Yes.
But with the tomato, can I grind, or I need to make one change?
Yeah, but salt you don't eat by itself. Yeah,
One change, we say.
But you don't need to grind it in order to eat it.
No, but salt you don't eat by itself.
Why not? You can eat it. If you don't like to eat it, but you can eat it.
Bechor, the salt, the tomato, I need one
Let me
change.
remind you something. Tequila.
So the salt is not any
sip
different.
of salt and then they drink it. You know that?
Yes.
No, you don't.
So that's the way you,
Okay.
you eat salt. נכון או לא?
Now what about sugar? You have sugar
Sip
cube.
of the- and then-
Aboita. You have sugar cube. You're gonna put it inside the cup, but 2 cubes is too much already for you. You wanna put 1.5. You take a spoon on that sugar cube, and you're eating it, it breaks to small pieces.
Yeah.
Now you grind it in Shabbat.
No.
Can you do that or no? You wanna take one complete one, and the second one you wanna take small piece, put inside.
Yeah.
But you broke it with a spoon.
No problem.
You took a big sugar cube.
You can still eat it.
Why no problem, Bechor?
Because ложка это как продолжение вашей руки, как будто вы рукой поломали сахар. Already grind too.
So you almost said a good answer, Bechor. You didn't finish it the right way.
Because we usually don't do it with the
Oh, very good, Kikiro.
Который сказал, это можно построить.
No, whatever Kikiro said is the right answer.
Like nuts. We use
Is it a special tool to grind? Loshka, the spoon, is it a special tool to grind with? No. So it's like a change. Good. Sugar could be eaten the way it is, or I need to grind in order to eat it. It's like the tomato. If I have a tomato, how many requirements changes it's required? One. I did. I used a spoon. That's already a change. That's one reason to be lenient. Another reason is like Shalom saying. These sugar cubes was already powder ones? Was it small
Yeah.
pieces ones?
Yeah,
Yes.
being small.
So if it was already ground once,
That's it.
no tohen after tohen, no cooking after cooking, no grinding after grinding.
Zaka Baruch, next.
Now, Bechor, based on this,
What about salt?
salt we said, one change. Salt, one change. Bechor, based on this, can I take on Shabbat cookies, and I want to give it to my children, my daughter, she needs small, she's baby. She needs a small pieces. Can I feed her on Shabbat, break it thick, put it in her mouth, thick, put it in her mouth?
Yes.
What if I want to break it to small pieces? I want to break it small pieces and put it on the ice cream.
No problem.
Why no problem, Bechor?
Because you're eating right now.
So what? I can grind and eat right now.
אפשר לאכול אותו
Right
ככה.
now, right
עוד
now.
פעם, אפשר לאכול אותו
So what? I can grind on Shabbat if I eat right now. So
Cookies
we got
eating, yeah. The same
You
thing.
can
regular way.
grind with your hands, half a
כבר
jar.
עבר תחינה לפני כן.
Oh, now you're coming up with the right answer.
וואלה, כל מה שלמדנו בפעם אחת.
Very
יצא.
good.
You don't grind with your hands.
English or Russian?
Mine.
Sure.
What about salt?
Aboisha, no,
I get the point.
behave,
The salt only
Abotai.
changes.
You're on camera, behave.
And usually at the cookies you don't grind.
Huh?
Usually cookies you
So,
don't grind.
if you want to grind, you take a specific tools. Here you did with the hands. That's already a change.
Yeah, that's
Good.
what I just said to you, yeah.
Good. Another thing is what Jesse said is
He said in Hebrew, I don't understand what he said.
there is no grinding
After grinding.
after grinding. This cookie
Cookies were also grinding.
was already made out of flour. And flour was already once ground. And the fact that you put it together again, it's like you put the sugar cube together again.
Right.
And what did we say? The laws of grinding, tohen,
No, after-
doesn't apply to something that was already ground once. Tamam.
How do
what
you do
about-
salt and pepper?
What about salt then? This is
How do
changed.
you say-
This one is
That's
changed.
not change.
It's not a change.
So what is changed?
That's a problem.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
So all we said. What you said?
We cannot.
No,
do
we
salt.
said one change. If that's this one not allowed.
I'm talking about this one.
Not allowed.
This one I
The
understand.
special tool not allowed.
So how
That's
do you
why.
do
That's
salt?
why. That's why I remember you told us no. You're
Not allowed.
So how do you do salt? Salt
The same
You have
thing
to
with
make
the
a
pepper.
change.
Pepper
Ah,
also
so
not
it's
allowed.
It's very hard, so you cannot do it with the spoon or anything else.
With a knife you can do it.
You can cut salt with knife.
The back of the knife, you break it. That's the problem. That's one. Maybe.
Or you can even use that, number chair, hammer.
So pepper
Yeah.
also not allowed on this thing. Whatever is, but
Because
this
special tool.
itself is not special tool.
Special tool to grind.
It's like breaking nuts with hammer. You can do it on Shabbat.
But I'm thinking, I'm not saying to you aloud, I'm thinking, if I'll put it in a plate or I put the plate on the chair.
Uh-huh.
So I made it one change.
Okay.
maybe then it will be allowed to. That thing.
Hold on.
Because the
If
paper,
you- okay.
but no, paper is not edible the way it is. Paper in Pajot. For you,
Why
yes.
people
For
think-
you, yes. But majority of the world,
What
no.
do you mean for you is this is paper? What do you mean when you have pickle? They're putting black pepper over there inside. People
For
eating with it.
flavor.
For flavor.
They're not
yeah.
gonna
People,
eat-
people eating like this one also.
When it's pickled.
No.
Raw?
You know what? People not eating because
Raw?
they're thinking there's not pepper that raw pepper. It's not raw pepper. This pepper is not raw.
No, but he's talking about raw. Raw, you cannot.
Complete-
You can't just take
The
a-
black-
Complete
pepper.
raw pepper.
The black pepper. If I'm gonna give it to you, you're gonna eat this one.
Black pepper like
Never
that.
gonna eat
Not
it.
me.
Do you want to
Majority of the people don't eat the black
Majority of
pepper like
people
that.
don't.
Maybe you.
Akilo,
Majority,
would you,
but we say
listen
it's
in,
edible,
Akilo
it's
is gonna,
edible.
Habibi, Akilo is gonna kill it now. Listen to this. Akilo, black pepper, complete, no ground, as is. Would you eat it the way it is? People eat it like that, or they need it grinded?
Need it grind.
grind it.
Oh. Majority of the people will eat it
My
grinded.
question over here is edible or not? You asking if this
Oh,
edible?
edible,
This
edible.
edible.
Listen, in the Holocaust, these beets will be also edible. We're not talking about what people do. We're not talking you can't eat it. You can eat many things, but is it normal for people to eat it the way it is, or they're grinding it?
So question, this machine, this tool, if you're taking out from, you open it
From that
and
machine.
you're taking out and you're putting back. You did change.
No, that's not a change. That's not a change in the grinding. You need to make a change in the grinding.
חגי,
Thank you, John.
אתה יוצא מן הכלל, לא כאילו לפי יוצא מן הכלל.
Okay, Rabotai, please make a new recording.
Iran,
Thank you, Jonah.